3 years ago I was fat and now I'm in an amazing shape. And in this video I wanna talk about one mindset that I unconsciously used throughout my journey that has helped me to see a lot more results. In this video I will explain to you why this mindset is effective. I will start by doing so, and then I will tell you how it will actually look like in your life. Before everything else, let's talk about what getting in shape is. So getting in shape is a state. It is a body, right? You have this body, you are in amazing shape, your health is amazing. That's what being in an amazing shape is. So how do you get there? You do the right things over weeks, months, and years. Here is the thing. So what is doing the right things all month all about? It is about doing the right things every week. What is this about? It is about doing the right things every day. And this is about making the right decisions when it matters. A decision can be going to this workout or not. It is about going to it. And by going to most of your workouts and making the right decisions most of the times, most of the days, which will cause you to do it for most of the weeks, which will cause you to do it for most of the months, for most of the years, you get in an amazing shape. If you make the right decisions for most of the day, and then you make it for most of the days, and then you do it for most of the weeks and months. That's how you do it, right? Getting in shape over the long run, it all boils down to the micro, to making the right decision right now. For example, you need to choose whether you go to this workout or not. You should choose, yes, I go to this workout, and you should actually go. That's one example. This mindset is about not making the wrong decision twice. So, making the wrong decision once, we are humans, right? It is completely acceptable, it is alright. I make them sometimes, you probably make them sometimes too. But making them twice, so here's the thing. There is a thing called momentum. And momentum is basically a force that causes you to repeat a decision. For example, if you've built momentum for making the right decision, and you have built it over weeks and months, you have a very strong force that kind of forces you to make the right decision right now. Or in other words, it is the habit of making the right decision and going to this workout and whatever, right? These things. The way to form a habit, according to the book Atomic Habits, a very famous book. I've read it a few times and I genuinely think that it is true, and I've experienced it, and it is based on the literature. It is about doing an action consistently. It is about repetitions. When you don't take a nail twice in a row, so that's the one thing that we do that is very important, that will cause us to not regress when it comes to progress and to make progress to the goal that we have, which is getting in an amazing shape. It is destroying this negative momentum. When we start to build it, when we make the wrong decision once, a lot of people, they fall into this rabbit hole. They make the wrong decision, and then they have built some momentum, they have this force, so they make the wrong decision twice, right? I've done it already, I've already eaten this junk food, so I might as well eat this one too. And then they make the wrong decision for the third time. I will not go to this workout. I've already destroyed my progress. Why would I go? This is just unnecessary pain. And they make it once again and again and again, and they get into this rut. The way to avoid getting into this rut is, after making a wrong decision, after taking a nail, making sure that you don't take a second one. It is about not taking 12s in a row, and if you can, it is about taking a W after a nail to build positive momentum after building negative one. And then by doing it over weeks and months, and making sure that each one of the decisions that you make that follow a nail, a bad decision, are positive or at the very least neutral, you will not build as much momentum for doing the wrong thing. And by not building this much momentum, you will not only reduce the risk of you getting into a rut and regressing, you will also make way more progress. More of your decisions will be good, and because of that, you will see more progress, because that's essentially how you see progress, and that will be amazing. And in my experience, so 3 years ago, I was fat, I was in a bad shape, and I continuously use this mindset. When I think about this mindset, one time comes to my mind, 2 times, but let's talk about this one time. This was at the beginning of my journey. After around 1.5 months, I took a nail, a big one. I ate like 7 slices of pizza, and I was ashamed of it. I was really ashamed of it, and I knew that it was the wrong thing to do. And that day, at the evening, me and my friend decided to go and eat out together, and I didn't know what to do because I could not eat. I had already reached my calorie limit for the day just by eating that pizza, I decided to do this one thing. I went for a very long walk. Now, this is just a walk, right? But at the time, I was fat. I was not in that good of a cardiovascular shape. And it was hard for me. It was very challenging. And I finished it. And after taking this W, I felt so proud. All of the negativity went away. All of the shame went away. And I felt amazing. I am pretty sure that there were some cases in which I could fall into a bad rut and quit. If I were to continuously take those L's and not take a W afterwards, I would have failed. So that is the thing. The only way to not fail in fitness is to not take 2 L's in a row. It is after taking an L, taking a W, or at the very least doing a natural thing, because you will not fall into a rut, you will not fail, you will not quit. The only way to quit is to just forget about fitness and not think about it at all for months and years, right? That's what quitting is all about. That's how you don't quit. When you think about it rationally, you can't really lose if you don't fall into a rut, if you don't make the wrong decisions for weeks and months, right? Because you have still this very small amount of progress. You still make this very small little amount of progress, or you just regress, but you have not given up on this goal yet because you are still doing the right things. Sometimes the magnitude of the L also determines stuff, right? But in the end of the day, I think that this mindset will genuinely help you. And if you will adopt it, you will see more progress long term. And that's essentially it. If you enjoyed this video, you can like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.